Dear audience, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave the whole idea how one should treat the labor force and the weakest segment in their society, he said, your servants are your brothers. Allah has placed them under your authority. Whoever has brother under his authority should feed him what he eats, clothe him as he clothed himself, and not burden him beyond his capacity. This narration has been quoted in Sahih al-Bukhari. These teachings directly challenged the exploitative norms of pre-Islamic society and placed firm moral limits on the treatment of workforce. Ultimately, Islam replaced the logic of exploitation with the principle of universal human equality. Dear audience, if we look at the basic principles, how a Muslim economy should look after their weakest or labor force, so I would list down some important aspects for understanding. The first one is equality of opportunity and treatment. That's what Islam proposed. The second one is social security. The third one is employment contracts that should be clear in its nature, that no ambiguity stays or lies between employer and employees. This is what Islam tells us. Then employment, then the wage, the share should be given to the people according to their skill set, and not just according to their skill set, but according to their needs. If one family have more to live on, so they should get more. Another family, if they have less participants, they may get a smaller share from the economy. But one should be receiving enough to survive and live decently with a dignified way. This is Islamic economy. And then working hours and leave. Islam also promotes and propagates that the way employees should be handled, that they should not be burdened in a way that stands overburdening someone, or they should not be deprived of their basic right of leaves and other facilitation. So this is what Islam suggests how to treat your subordinates and labor. And then the labor inspection mechanism by the governments, that is another important aspect which actually Islamic economic system promotes and propagates, that the government should be inspecting in a right manner so that governments could see that if the employers are handling their employees in a right manner according to the Sharia provisions and guidelines. Dear audience, there are some other verses. For example, chapter 2, verse 286. Then chapter 16, verse 90. Chapter 49, verse 11. Then chapter 5 and verse 32. Then Quranic chapter 3 and verse 159. All these verses of Quran deals with labor laws.